There's a place in your house where it's cool to chill, get some me time or even cook a meal. It's your kitchen mofo, ain't no time to slack, so just grab yourself a penny and let's work that ass. If you're scared of this place, ain't no need to bother, just lay down your weapons and pick up another.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen. Nah, I'm not digging the top hat or the glasses. I was asked by Twitter, or not by Twitter itself, by a person on Twitter about 20 minutes ago to wear a top hat and glasses on my video, and I look a little bit like Barry Potter right now, so I'm going to take these off. We are making a really cool dish today. Very summery, fresh, easy, fun, quick, citrusy, punchy. You're going to love it. This is basically all you need. I'm going to call it Barry's Halloumi Citrus Salsa Crostini Crunch. Yeah, this is everything you need. I'm going to hit my fingers like so. And then you can hit pause on the video and write them all down. It's going to be incredibly easy to make this. You're going to love it. Apologies about the patchiness in uploading the videos recently. As you know, I've had a few computer issues, but it's all through now. It's all sorted. I've got a new laptop, and also I've got an Xbox. Mrs. Barry came up to me the other day and said to me, I want an Xbox. And I was like, am I dreaming? So we went and got one. And this is Mrs. Barry playing on the Kinect. Yep, those things are dangerous. Anyhow, these are all the ingredients we've got. We've got me on the tripod right there, cha-cha-ching. So, what we're going to do, we've got some coriander, we're going to chop that up. We're going to chop up our onion, we're going to grate the lemon and lime and get the juice from those. We're going to chop up the tomatoes as well. That's our salsa. We've got a big pile of watercress. We're going to leave that as it is to keep that crunch and that real nice, when you bite into it, you're going to love it. A little bit of olive oil, we'll see what we're going to need that for in a minute. Big baguette, which we're going to just slice up into chunks. So, let's get going with all this, and let's not forget the halloumi cheese, which, if I was doing an advert, halloumi cheese. It's gorgeous. Love this stuff, addicted to it. Try it, you can grill it, and that is what we're going to do. We're going to griddle it, and you're going to love it. Yeah. Well, like that, guys, look, baguette coming towards you. Right, this is way too big for what I need, unless you want loads and loads of crostini, but I don't. I'm just going to get a sharp knife like so, cut right down the middle, and just make some nice, thick, chunky slices of bread like so. I'm only going to cut about 3 for this recipe to show you, but I am going to make some more, obviously, for Mrs. Barry and Phoebe to eat. There we go, nice, thick chunks. See that? That is your bread done. I'm going to stack that up there, and we'll move on already. Yeah. Right, so what I want you to do now is grab yourself a bowl, like so, and pour in some olive oil. Yeah, a couple of lugs like that. See it swirling around like a swimming pool. Now, we're not going to leave it on its own like that. We're going to put all our other stuff in there eventually. First of all, we're going to brush our bread with it, but we want to give it a lemony lime zest as well. So, to get a lemony lime zest, what better than lemons and limes? So, first of all, let's cut it. I'll just grab my knife, excuse me. It's falling down there. There we go. Right, cut my lemon, just in half, and we'll just squeeze the juice of it in there, like so. See that? And the good thing about it, by squeezing the lemon juice in there now, unless you've got one of those flashy things, if any of the pips fall in, look, you can see them swimming in there, kind of like, have you seen Titanic when everyone's drowning at the end? That's kind of like a bad reference, but you know, you can see the pips in there, you can easily fish them out with a spoon. So, get your lemon juice in there, and also do the same with your limes, okay? Groovy. Yeah, so I'm just adding the last bit of lime juice in there. It's still a teeny bit of juice. I'm not really going hardcore. If you want to drain it dry, completely up to you. Remember, if you don't want it too citrusy, you don't have to use that much, or balance it with salt and pepper seasoning towards the end. Okay, so look, we've got this really cool swimming pool. I'm going to get these pips out now, so let me just do that. Okay, cool, you probably can't see that, but those pips have gone out of there. What I'm doing now is grabbing my lemon zest and just getting some of that in there. I'm not, going overkill with it. There's already enough lemon and lime flavour in there. Just going to give it a teeny bit of texture. And we're going to wipe this on our bread, and it's also going to go in our salsa as well. It's going to be cool. So I'm doing it to the lemons and to the limes to do that. Yep, guys, so we've got our olive oil, lemon, lime juice, and zest in there. Check that out. And I've got a brush, and as you'll see, what I'm going to do is just brush the bread like that gently, okay? Both sides, so turn it over, like so, to show you what both sides means. Easy peasy, huh? So do that like that. Don't dunk the bread in, okay, because it'll go really soggy, and then when you try and cook it, it'll just be like all crazy and stuff. In fact, there might not even be any bread left. So keep brushing your bread until it's nice and glazed. That's going to help it cook as well. And we're nearly there already, believe it or not. Yeah. Okay, cool. So the bread is all nice and glazed. I'm just going to put that to one side. Because in my griddle pan, there's a handy carry case at the moment, if you're wondering. There we go, kind of cool. grab your bowl again, just take my brush out like so. The coriander needs to be chopped, but something that doesn't is my watercress, which has been washed. I'm just going to plonk that straight in there like so. So now all we're going to do is start to build up our salsa by chopping up the coriander, the tomatoes and the onions. So let's clear the deck. Whoa! And start chopping. Right guys, so with the coriander, I've just been chopping it nice and fine like that. You don't have to chop it fine if you don't want to. Leave it nice and chunky like the watercress, but I'm going for that really tiny feeling where you really feel the flavour, get it all out. And also, if you sat opposite someone and you're feeling a little bit awkward, you're looking at them because they've got a bit of coriander in their teeth, you're a winner. So, the coriander's done, let's get on to the tomatoes. Cha-ching! Right guys, we interrupt that cooking video for one short thing because I'm putting Phoebe to bed. Can you say goodnight, Phoebe?
Good night.
Say, I love you.
Love you.
She loves you. We're going to get back. We're going to be chopping tomatoes and onions. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so do you really need me to show you how to dice up the onions and tomatoes? We've done that before, right? I'm just halving my tomatoes and scooping out the flesh and just finely chopping them up. And as for the onion, you've seen me do that lots of times. You know, we need to learn here, people. You need to tell me how to chop up onions soon, okay? That's how we're learning together. But I will show you what I'm going to do with the halloumi cheese in just a jiffy, okay? Is that fair? I think so. Thank you. Been looking for you guys everywhere and you're in the fridge. Come on guys, I've chopped up the onions and the tomatoes. It's looking really good. Over here, look, my tripod is up there. Cool, huh? Anyway, onions, tomatoes, coriander, as you know, all chopped up. I need another hand, but I'm gonna scoop that in there. So let's get some tripod action on the go. Yeah. Okay guys, I have got my bowl here, just hold it there. I'm just gonna brush it in with my knife, just scoop it in. Loving the camera angle, huh? Let's get it all in there, the coriander, the onions, tomatoes. Of course you've got your lemon and lime in there already. And the watercress. Now we can get our hands in there, really start to bring it together. Look, you can see my flip-flops, like that. Anyhow, that's just my flip-flops. So just gonna scoop that together, make sure it's all bonded in together. I'm gonna give it a teeny bit of seasoning with salt and pepper in there as well. Look, you can see all the colours and the flavours bouncing together, jumping up and down, loving it. Let's get it in there, salt and pepper. Yep, so we got our bowl here. All I'm going to do is just grab a little bit of salt, like so. Just shake that in there, as much as you like, and some ground black pepper. Now, I'm not going to get my hands in there again, although they do feel kind of like citrusy fresh now. It's kind of cool. I'm going to get my glove. My glove? My glove? Why am I thinking about a glove? That's kind of dirty, right? I'm going to get my wooden spoon and stir it around rather than get my hands dirty. But this, give it a smell, give it a taste if you want. You know, adjust the flavour as much as you like. Bit more lemon juice, bit more lime juice, bit more salt, bit more pepper, bit more olive oil. It's all going to do little funky things. You're going to love it. Stir it all round. Look, that festival of colour in there. Right, let's cut up our cheese. Okay guys, with the halloumi cheese, I just want to show you, I've actually gone diagonal down it like this. So I've cut this way, like that. Cut out a little strip to show you if you want. You can have a thin bit like that, square. Or if you want, you can get a bit of flash. Flip it like that, so it's sticking up like a peak. And then cut downwards in thin slices. And then you get triangular pieces like that, my friends. So, cut your cheese up any way you want. Like I say, this cheese is really addictive. So if you've got any left, that is, see how you get on. But I'm just going to go on with these funky triangular. Maybe this one's a bit odd shaped, but triangular slices like that, and I'm loving it. Right then folks, it's time to grab your griddle pan. You've got a flame like that. Now that is hot, so plonk that down over the top to cover yourself from said flame. Anyhow, we're not going to brush it with olive oil or anything like that because the olive oil is already on our bread, which will soon be known as crostini, okay? Poor man's toast, I don't know what you want to call it. So that's going to be good, and then the cheese, we're going to fit that on there as well, kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. When you cook the cheese, it's going to take literally 2 minutes. You just want to grill it on the outside so you get those nice funky brown lines down it. Cook it one side, then flip it, cook it that side. Don't flip it again after that because it's just going to go, you see what I mean anyway. So, let's get that nice and warm. We'll start to get our breads on. Yeah. Right guys, this griddle pan is really hot now. I'm going to just grab 2 slices of bread and plonk them on there. Can you hear it starting to sizzle because of the oil we put in there? Maybe not, but I can, and I can tell you that is sizzling, okay? So, while that's in that little area there, we can grab our cheese like this. It's going to test your jigsaw skills and build it together like that. Plonk that in there, plonk that in there, and that bit can go just like there. Woo! That was hot. So cook them. Cheese 2 minutes either side, the bread's just a little bit over that to get the nice lines down it. I'm loving it. Right, that's been 2 minutes. I've literally just turned my breads over, as you can see. Got the nice lines down there, looking good, nice and crispy on the outside. Let's do the cheese. Let's pick those up. They kind of stick a teeny bit. You can, you know, use a little bit of oil if you like, but if you pull them gently, they will come up. And check that out. See that? See those lines down the cheese? You are loving that, and so am I. So I'm going to flip those other ones over, and it's done. Yep, so these are literally cooking away now, only about 30 seconds left. Then this plate over here is going to get stacked with the cheese, with the crostini, and then our funky salsa dip as well on there. It's all going to come together. This is so easy, anyone can do it, so please give it a go. Right then guys, this is literally done, still cooking in the pan, so I'm going to get it off nice and quick. Plonk on my crostini there, like so, and then the cheese on top. You know, I'm just doing this rushed, my presentation skills kind of need to improve a little bit, so you know, I'm just going to plop this on there. Obviously, if you've got any tips on presentation skills, please let me know. But anyhow, I'm just going to grab some of my salsa now and just scatter it over the top. So all those juices are going to go in there. The watercress, it's been drowned in it, and we've got the zest all kicking in. Check that out. Can I hold it up to the light? I'm just going to tip. Let me show it from a better angle. Wow guys, there we go, that's a much better angle. Check that out. Crostini is hidden under that funky cheese. The citrus smell is incredible. I'm going to taste it right now and tell you what it's like. Yeah. Okay, so I decided to stack it up. Excuse this table manners, but I'm just going to go for it. Oh wow, that is really good. That cheese is incredible, and that citrus is just the right balance, so make sure you get that right. Oh wow, I'm just going to dive right into that even more now. If I can make that, absolutely anyone in the world can. Have a go for yourself. It's so good. Let me know how you get on, and I'll see you again next time. Woo!